Al solito non si vede. Ma perché? Hello, good morning.
Hai messo l'audio?
Sì.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well,
I think the first presenter is here. The chair can start whenever they want.
Perhaps it's not here. It's not.
Professor Fazia, are you there? We will wait for the chair to get back to the meeting. Thank you.
hello?
Sorry, it's not.
Hi, good morning.
Yes, I don't know why. Yes, the connection doesn't work so well. If you are ready, we can start with the presentation. You have 12 minutes to present your paper. The presentation will last 20 minutes, including the time to set up the presentation and the question at the end of the presentation. And if for you it's okay, if Ilaria Matta is ready, we can start with Ilaria Matta, with the first authors, with the paper Regeneration and Reuse of Heritage in Basso Sangro Trigno, an opportunity for the sustainable development of inner areas.
C'è un altro cambio. È stato invertito l'ordine.
Ah, okay. If prefer start the paper analysis of a factor influencing the development of health and wellness tourism in the context of sustainable urban and regional development in Uzbekistan. Okay, thank you, Abdulatif Sarulayay, and so you can start. We hear you. Thank you. Okay, you can start, please. I can't hear you. Please, can you hear us?
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Ilaria Matta asking if she can start before, but if the person, if Abdulatif has no problem, you can start. How do you prefer, Ilaria Matta or Abdulatif? For us,
It,
it's okay.
yeah. It's on you because you're the chair, so it's completely your decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
For us, it's the same, no problem. We are here in the same session, and so we can start with the people who is ready.
Okay.
And so, if for Abdulatif and you have a problem and you prefer to start before, for us, it's okay. You can start Ilaria Matta. If for Abdulatif it's okay, of course.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you can start, please. Thank you. Ilaria? We are here. Yes.
Morning all. You okay with me?
If for you is okay, the first person is Ilaria Matta because she asked to us to do the presentation before the other because she has a problem this morning with another communication. And so I'm sorry, but if for Abdulatif it's okay, Ilaria Matta start before the others. Are you okay? Okay, Ilaria?
Can you start?
Ilaria? Can you start?
Può condividere lo schermo.
Ilaria?
Ilaria, puoi condividere lo schermo?
No. We can't hear you, Ilaria. Ilaria? Ok,
No, sono
siamo comparsi. No, Ilaria? Ilaria? Hai il numero di telefono di Ilaria?
Sì.
Perché sennò partiamo con l'altro. Hi to everyone. Ilaria asking us to start. But we are waiting for Ilaria. If she starts,
Ma può farlo come secondo? Come secondo? Allora
ok,
facciamolo come secondo. Diamo inizio
ok.
prego.
Ilaria will start later. So please, Abdulatif, you can start, okay? Ilaria will speak later. Thank you, Abdulatif. You can start, please. Abdulatif, we can see you. Mi rileggo i capelli. Tu lo senti, no? Abdulatif, can you hear us? Come si chiama? Abdu? Fammi scrivere Abdu, l'ho scritto male.
Abdulatif.
Latif, così.
Latif. Vabbè, non importa.
Perché non inizia?
Ma forse è iniziato e noi non sentiamo.
Can you hear us, Abdulatif? Ma come si comunica con chi è il Tazen Alam?
Tazienna.
I can hear you.
Yes, okay. You can start, please. Thank you.
Okay, I am the assistant. I'm not a presenter.
Ah, okay. You are the assistant. Ah, okay, thank you. But we have a problem of the because we can't hear the other one. I don't know if Abdulatif is connected. Do you know it?
No, I think I see him. He's connected now, but I think he was not there a few minutes ago. Abdul
Okay,
Latif,
because we have a few time. It's important that the people are connected can start.
yes. I also see Elena. You can ask if,
Elena,
yeah.
Elena Salnikova. If Elena Salnikova is connected and if she's ready to start, we can start with Elena Salnikova, please.
Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Elena. Hi,
Hello.
Elena. Welcome here.
Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear perfectly. If you are ready,
Yes,
you can
I am.
start, please.
If you don't
Thank
mind,
you
I will
very
start.
much.
Just a second. I will
Thank you,
share my
Elena.
screen. Can you see my screen, dear colleagues?
Yes, perfectly. Thank you. You can go on. You have 12
Thank you.
minutes, Elena.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, colleagues, and fellow researchers, warm greetings from Samarkand. My name is Elena Salnikova, and I'm honored to present our research on forecasting tourism services exports for sustainable development, a case study of Uzbekistan. Our focus is on identifying the key economic factors influencing tourism services exports in Uzbekistan and on forecasting their trends using statistical modeling methods. We aim to show how tourism can become a strategic driver of economic diversification and sustainable development. Tourism today is not only a key driver of global economic growth, but also a strategic sector for many developing countries. For Uzbekistan, rich in cultural heritage and having unique geographical position, tourism is rapidly emerging as a cornerstone of sustainable development. Since 2016, Uzbekistan has launched wide-ranging reforms to stimulate its tourism sector. For example, simplifying visa procedures, investing in hospitality and transportation, and marketing its rich cultural heritage, particularly along historical Silk Road. However, despite the visible growth of tourist arrivals, policymakers require data-driven insights to understand how these challenges and changes affect tourism services exports, essentially the income generated from foreign tourists. That is where our study comes in. The main purpose of our research was to forecast Uzbekistan's tourism service exports up to 2028 and to analyze the factors that contribute to their growth. We used two types of regression models, log-log and semi-log, to measure both the elasticity and direct influence of key variables such as inbound tourism and hotel infrastructure. This forecast is essential for national development planning as it allows decision makers to estimate foreign exchange earnings from tourism and align investment strategies accordingly. Forecasting tourism demand and services export is a topic of significant interest in global academic and economic literature. According to Dwyer and Forsyth, the benefits and costs of inbound tourism must be evaluated not only in economic terms, but also in social and environmental dimensions. Our local Uzbek scholars like Safarov, Italia, have shown that the number of foreign visitors and infrastructure capacity play a key role in generating tourism revenues. Other studies across China, Italy, Africa confirm the influence of transport infrastructure, accommodation services, and even safety and political stability on tourism demand. We build on these insights by focusing on export aspects of tourism and applying modern econometric models to provide quantitative forecasts. We relied on official statistical data from 2010 to 2023 from the Agency for Statistics of Uzbekistan. Our approach was built on two pillars. First one was log-log regression modeling used to examine elasticity, how changes in key variables like tourist numbers or hotel capacity impact export growth. And second one was semi-log modeling applied to create accurate and interpretable numerical forecast for the period of 2024 and 2028. To improve reliability, we also performed a correlation analysis to identify and mitigate multicollinearity between variables. Our dependent variable was the volume of tourism services export. The independent variables included inbound tourism, first of all, hotel places, passenger transportation, trade and accommodation services, number of travel firms and clients served, and also museum visits and other cultural interactions. Each of these items that I have already mentioned reflects critical components of the tourism ecosystem in Uzbekistan. Before diving into regression, we checked for multicollinearity, instances where independent variables are highly correlated. Strong relationships were observed between hotel capacity, accommodation services, transport, and trade services. To address this, we built separate models for key variables rather than including them all together. Our log-log regression model allowed us to measure elasticity coefficients of each influencing factor. We wanted to understand how a 1% change in an input, like the number of hotel beds, would influence the percentage change in tourism services export. Here is what we found. A 1% increase in inbound tourism boosts export by 1.048%. A 1% increase in hotel capacity raises export by an impressive 2.402%. Passenger transport, food services, and trade services also showed significant positive effects. Interestingly, the number of tour firms and clients served were not statistically significant, suggested the impact may be indirect or mediated by other variables. After determining the elasticity of key variables, we moved to semi-log modeling for forecasting. This model helps express actual expected revenue values in United States dollars, which is more useful for strategic planning and budgeting, of course. Our semi-log model uses only two variables, inbound tourism and number of hotel places. The model had an R-squared of 0.78, meaning it explains almost 79% of the variability in tourism services export. We used historical data to project future values of inbound tourism and hotel capacity. According to our model, in 2024, tourism exports are projected to reach $1.93 billion. By 2025, $2.16 billion. In 2026, $2.39 billion. In 2028, $2.63 billion, and by 2028, $2.85 billion. These results show a clear upward trend, validating the hypothesis that sustained investment in infrastructure and tourist attraction can lead to predictable economic returns. As you can see from the graph, the trend shows a steady upward trajectory with projections falling within the 95% confidence interval. This indicates the robustness and reliability of our forecasting model. It also demonstrates the importance of data-driven decision-making in tourism development. The findings of this research have several strategic implications. Investment in hotel infrastructure has a disproportionately large return on tourism export growth. Increasing inbound tourism through marketing, open visa policies, and air connectivity directly correlates with export revenues. Forecasting models like ours should be integrated into national tourism strategies, investment plans, and development policies. To summarize, inbound tourism and hotel capacity are two most influential drivers of tourism services export in Uzbekistan. If current growth trends continue, export will exceed $2.85 billion by 2028. Our semi-log model is not only statistically sound, but also provides a practical tool for strategic planning. These insights offer a solid foundation for improving tourism governance, promoting sustainable growth, and attracting both public and private investment in the tourism sector. In conclusion, our study reinforces the idea that sustainable tourism development is not only about protecting heritage or improving visitor experience. It is also about forecasting the future wisely. With the right tools and strategic vision, Uzbekistan has the potential to become a leading tourism destination in Central Asia and a model for sustainable tourism growth. And thank you for your attention, dear colleagues and participants.
Thank you so much, Elena. Thank you so much. And if I don't know if there are any question for Elena. And thank you for interesting contribution.
Thank you for your
Yes,
attention.
we are another
My pleasure.
professor, yeah.
Professor,
Full professor of project, yes, there are many person here in our department.
Thank you
hearing
for this
And so-
opportunity. It was a
Thank
great
you so
pleasure
much.
to make a research and to present here today.
Yes, thank you so much for your contribution. And now, if there aren't any question, another thanks to Elena, and we can start with Ilaria Matta. If Ilaria Matta is ready, you can start, Ilaria, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Sorry,
you.
sorry for
Thank
good
you.
morning, Ilaria. Good morning.
Good morning. Good
sorry
morning.
for the moment before. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, please.
Yes,
You
yes.
can go on.
Can you start?
Good morning, I'm Ilaria Matta, a PhD student at the University of Gabriele D'Annunzio of Chieti, Pescara, and it's a pleasure to be here today and have the opportunity to present my ongoing research at this conference. The title of my contribution is Regeneration and Reuse of Heritage in the Basso Sangro Trigno area, an opportunity for sustainable development of inner areas. This work explores the potential of underused and abandoned heritage in the marginal context as a driver for local regeneration and sustainable development. But let's move on the context in which this research is framed. This research is situated within the framework of the National Strategy for Inner Areas, also called SNAI. This is a policy introduced in Italy in 2014. The SNAI aims is to revitalize rural and mountainous regions facing depopulation, limited access to essential services, and economic decline. The main objective of this study is to demonstrate how the reuse of abandoned heritage can act as a key driver in regeneration processes, particularly in so-called inner areas. Although often neglected, heritage is a critical resource for sustainability and can serve as a catalyst for local regeneration. This research adopts a qualitative approach, investigating the social, spatial, and cultural dynamics of regeneration with a focus on the Basso Sangro Trigno, that is in Abruzzo region. The methodology integrates various tools, including document analysis, case studies, field observation, exploratory interviews, and as well cartographic representation. This mixed method approach allows for a comprehensive understanding of local dynamics and the untapped potential within marginal areas. But now we'll discuss the broader context of rural and inner areas in Europe. Today, 98% of the Earth's surface is considered non-urban, and the 98% includes rural and natural landscapes. As scholars as Doran Massey and Rem Koolhaas have noted that the countryside is not static. Rather, it's a space for continuous experimentation, innovation, and transformation. And we have to see these places like places of possibilities. So we must move beyond the simplistic urban-rural dichotomy and understand space as a product of social practices and relationships. In Europe, rural areas are crucial for food production, landscape preservation, and cultural heritage, according to European Commission. However, they face significant challenges such as depopulation, limited access to services such as healthcare, instruction, and mobility, and social exclusion. These issues have raised concerns at the UN level, as evidenced by the Territorial Agenda 2020 and Article 174 of the Treaty of the Functioning of European Union, which call for territorial equity. To address these challenges, the US cohesion policy seeks to reduce regional disparities and support rural and mountain territories. Each member state has developed its own approach to taking these issues. But now let's zoom on the specific case of inner areas in Italy. In Italy, the national strategy for inner areas aims to reduce the gap between fragile context and urban context. But what exactly defines these inner areas? Inner areas in Italy are classified based on their distance from the nearest service provider center, which must offer key services such as at least one hospital with an emergency department, secondary schools, and one railway silver station served by high-speed interregional trains. But a really important point of this strategy is the classification of municipalities. These areas are categorized into 6 tiers, ranging from service provider centers to ultra-peripheral areas, in where residents are more than 75 minutes away from essential services. This classification gives us a clear idea of the scale and distribution of inner areas in Italy. So, intermediate, peripheral, and ultra-peripheral areas are considered like inner areas. Inner areas represent over 60% of the Italian territory, are home to 25% of the population, and include 53% of the country's municipalities. The strategic approach of National Strategy for Inner Areas is built upon 4 core principles: improving services while investing in local development, promoting a national and multi-level governance framework, a multi-fund approach, and fostering community participation. We have in Italy at the first 72 experimental areas have been selected across Italy by SNAI, and encompassing 1,060 municipalities and 2 million of citizens. In the Abruzzo region, we have 30 municipalities out of 305 classified as inner areas. In 253 municipalities, the population is under 5,000 inhabitants. 7 areas have been selected within the region, with the population of inner areas of less of 500,000. In this framework, we can find the Basso Sangro Trigno. The Basso Sangro Trigno is the first experimental area in the Abruzzo region, and it includes 37 municipalities and a population of less of 22,000 inhabitants. And these areas has a terrible balance in terms of population balance. In the last 20 years, there was a loss of 30% of inhabitants. In terms of services, we have the total absence of healthcare facilities. The school system is underdeveloped, and mobility is poor in public transport, and the road conditions are inadequate. This is an overview on the municipalities of the Basso Sangro Trigno, but despite these challenges, the region holds significant untapped potential. But in the current context, we face a paradox. While cities struggle with overcrowding and housing crisis due to tourism, in which there are so many buildings that moved from long-term rental into short-term rental, inner areas are characterized by empty homes, abandoned infrastructure, underutilized services. These existing assets offer significant potential to address pressing social and housing needs. Building on this paradox, it's really important. In line with the 2030 agenda, and in particular Sustainable Development Goals 11 and 15, heritage reuse plays a crucial role in restoring liability in fragile territories. Because of the actual dominant urban model is undermined. In this context, are really important bottom-up approaches, such as co-design labs, collaborative pacts between citizens and institutions, and cooperatives based on communities. This is crucial because cooperatives based on communities empower residents and promote sustainable regeneration, and they are very important for local communities because they become the main actor, the main character that could reactivate participatory and regeneration processes.
Ilaria, thank you. You have 2 minutes.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
Sorry.
We have a lot of examples in Italy, such as Ostana, Grottole, that are examples in which cooperatives made the difference. It is important to underline also the limits of participatory approach, because these tools are not universally successful. The history of Abruzzo is really close to the abandon of the heritage. So we have a lot of small villages that known as well the abandoned. One example, the case studies is the village of San Giovanni Lipioni, in which from 2020 San Giovanni Lipioni launched a regeneration initiative through the Riabitare San Giovanni Association, and with the collaboration of the University of Bologna, they mapped the abandoned buildings and recovery of housing units. And the impact of this is that we have 6 new residents. I know that could be not so impressive result, but for a village of just 137 people is really good. Is a really good achievement. In conclusion, heritage reuse is a strategic tool for addressing depopulation and fostering sustainability. The Basso Sangro Trigno show us how community engagement and heritage reuse can regenerate fragile territories, and we have to underline the participatory models how are important in this context, but it is crucial the right of housing. We must rethink housing rights and the future of our territories starting from the margin. Because of abandoned heritage, when approached with vision and community participation, can rebuild connections, empower communities, and create new futures. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you for your interesting contribution. Are there any questions? No?
No, thank you, Ilaria Matta.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry.
Contribution about your region, very interesting. And if there aren't any questions, we can go on with the next presentation. We have if there are connected, Abdulatif was connected also before, and thank you for your patience. Abdulatif, if he's connected, you can start, please. Abdulatif, or we can go on with the the paper analysis of factors influencing the development of health and wellness tourism. Are you connected? Hi.
Hi.
Or
the next one, or forecasting tourism service or strategic development.
Strategic development.
Yes, forecasting tourism we can do. Strategic development
Of tourism and
hospitality.
For sustainability in Uzbekistan.
Who is ready to start? Abdulatif, I see the Abdulatif screen. Abdulatif is connected. Can you hear us? Please, can you hear us? Tazin Alam is connected.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Yes. Tazim, can you hear the others?
Yes, but right now I could only hear you.
Yes. Do you know, Tazim, if the other are connected? Because I see they are connected, but I can't hear them. You too?
Yeah.
Okay. And
I
so
can try
Abdulatif,
unmute,
because we are waiting for the two papers of analysis of factor and strategic development. No one of them is ready to start. Chiediamo a Giulia se si può connettere.
Un attimo.
And so we can, if while we are waiting for them, we can try to call the last one if
Allora, chiedo a...
she can connect. But if they arrive, we can start.
Okay.
Because I can
che la
see
chiamo.
Abdulatif connected, but maybe he can't hear us.
Aspettiamo, se no... Aspettiamo 5 minuti, vediamo. Giulia, ciao. Scusami, tu saresti disponibile a collegarti adesso? Sì, perché c'è un problema con gli altri 2 interventi, per cui se 5 minuti si collega Giulia. Vabbè. Va bene, ok. Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Lei ha scritto, please go ahead. Dear Abdulatif can hear us. If Abdulatif isn't ready, we can advise the last one. If she can start, she can connect and start.
Cosa hanno scritto? Vediamo.
You're on mute.
Are you here? Abdulatif is not here, okay? And the other one, because Abdulatif is analysis of factor, and then it should be the strategic development. I don't know if who is the people who have to speak. And the last one, Giulia Catania. If Giulia Catania is ready, maybe we can start with Giulia Catania, and then when they arrive, we can start with them.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Link.
Okay. Giulia Catania is here or not?
Yes, yes. Good morning. I'm here.
Good morning, Giulia. I can see you. We can see you. Okay. Hi, Julia. Welcome here. Thank you for being here. And if are you ready, waiting for Abdulatif, you can start. You can do the presentation if for you it's okay. Okay. We can see you. Please, the microphone. Microphone.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm share now the presentation.
Okay, let's go on. Please, Julia, can you start? You can share your presentation.
Yes, yes. One moment. Just one
Yes,
moment.
thank you.
Okay, do you see the presentation?
Yes, it's okay. Thank you. You can go on.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Giulia.
Thank you, Giulia.
Okay, allora, good morning. I'm Giulia Catania, and today I will present a joint research project focused on the paradox of tourism in coastal cities. What once was seen as a major opportunity for development is now often a search of discomfort and urban imbalance. Together with the other authors, we investigated how over-tourism erodes public space and jeopardies long-term sustainability in Mediterranean cities. The tourism has long been embraced as a tool for economic prosperity, especially in coastal areas. However, when mismanaged, it becomes a theft. So it leads to pollution, congestion, and housing pressure, or most importantly, to the loss of public spaces as places of shared identity. This calls for a deep rethinking of how we plan for tourism and how we protect urban life. We select 3 emblematic Italian cities, Taormina, Scilla, and Tropea. They all share key features: a strong tourist image, a beautiful coastal setting, and also a historical relevance. Yet each suffers in different ways from the pressure of mass tourism and from the consequence of inadequate planning. Taormina is known for its elite tourism and breathtaking views. Scilla is a mythological fishing village with a fragile charm, and Tropea.
Thank you, Giulia. E non scorrono le immagini.
Ok.
Siamo rimasti alla prima. Ok, thank you.
Sorry. Just one moment. Now? It's okay now? Sorry?
The mic, Mrs. Clara, the mic is shut off.
In the meantime, welcome to the other participant. We can go on with while we are waiting for you. Thank you so much to be here. We are going with Giulia Catania, and then you can enter with your presentation. Okay, Nargisa? Giulia Catania is presenting, okay? When Giulia Catania finish, you can start, okay? Julia?
Yes, I'm here, but the problem is okay. Now the slide go on or not? Sorry? Sorry, the presentation, it's okay now or there are a problem?
Now we see you, Julia. Now we see you. We don't see the presentation now. Sorry for intervening. The mic is off, Mrs. Clara. Your mic is off. She cannot.
Okay.
Yes, Perfect, Julia. We can see now the presentation. And
Okay.
when Corina Tatar, who is also connected, is interested, if for you is okay to enter and to show the presentation about the Corina Tatar, okay?
Yes,
Okay.
okay. For the quiz, yes, I can do the quiz.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay,
thank
just
you,
a few
thank
information.
you,
Thank you.
thank you so much. Okay, Julia, thank you, and you can go on, please.
Okay. So, Taormina is known for its elite tourism and breathtaking views. Silla is a mythological fishing village with a fragile charm, and also Tropea, meanwhile, is overwhelmed by extreme seasonal flows despite having a very small
Le puoi
resident
scrivere un
population.
telefono, non lo vedo.
Each case reflects a different phase of overtourism.
No, non si vede.
Now it's okay for the presentation.
We can see the presentation, but always
le slide.
non scorrono, si vede research focus, non scorrono le immagini. Resta la stessa.
Just one moment. Okay, I take a PDF, ok? No PowerPoint, PDF così now. Okay. Now it's
Okay.
okay? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
it's okay now. Thank
Okay.
you.
So the overtourism is not just about numbers. It's a complex phenomenon involving environmental degradation, housing stress, loss of authenticity, and community fatigue. We adopted the Doxis Irritation Index to understand how residents progressively shift from welcoming tourists to feeling apathy, irritation, and even antagonism. Taormina's identity has evolved from a grand tour destination to a luxury hotspot. The increasing presence of global brands and cruise ships has transformed the local dynamics. Despite its economics success, public life is under threat. So the residents experience congestion, high cost, and cultural dilution. Scylla, rooted in Greek mythology, is now saturated. Its picturesque village of Cinalea is no longer just a treasure. It has become a victim of its own popularity. So, what's the problem? Short-term rentals are pushing out locals, and without any monitoring systems, Sheila is exposed to uncertain environmental and social risk. Tropea is a perfect example of imbalance. 6,000 residents versus over 500,000 tourists for a year. It suffers from waste overflow, mobility inefficiency, and coastal erosion. So, some interventions have been introduced, like electric shuffle and pedestrian areas, for example, but more structural long-term planning is urgently needed. So, when comparing these cities, a common patterns emerge: a lack of environmental government, a fragmentation of public policy, and also the commodification of urban space. Public space is no longer lived, it is consumed. This calls for a radical shift in urban tourism planning toward inclusivity and resilience. So, to enrich our research, we conduct an only survey in January 2025. 88% of respondents associate over-tourism with negative local impact, but only 33% are truly informed about it. Most visitors confirmed experiencing crowding in Italian cities like Venice, Florence, and Taormina, underlining the widespread nature of use. So, interestingly, awareness of our case study cities was unbalanced. Taormina is widely known, while Scilla and Tropea remain under the radar. Participated also identify public space.
Excuse me, Julia, thank you. Maybe if Corina Tatar is connected,
Good.
maybe
Yes,
Yeah,
she.
okay, thank you.
you
Thank
can
you.
enter.
Yeah, so
Thank
I
you
can
so
also,
much.
probably I will
Yeah,
retake a bit what my
Thank
colleague
you.
had said
Thank you,
already. But
please.
yeah, this is basically our study. I should probably also add that we had 42 respondents into the survey. It was an online survey done through Google Forms, and we distributed the survey to people who have either visited the Italian cities, the Italian territory, or they are Italian residents. From these people, 24 are Romanian origin tourists, and 18 are Italian residents. All of them have traveled to Italian cities, and they have noticed that actually there is an overcrowding in these destinations, very, let's say, emblematic spots of Italy, such as Bergamo, Florence, Venice, Verona, Verona, Taormina, Sicily, Rome, Milan, and Bologna. And they noticed that in this city, there is 87% notice that there is an overcrowding phenomenon. So yeah, a big problem over there in terms of over-tourism consumption. Nonetheless, when asking about the term, this is what we actually started the survey with, was if they are familiarized with the term. And to percentage of 33%, people answered that they are familiar with the term, but it became more, let's say, the term was much better understood when we said the agglomeration. So all of them, 88%, almost so the highest percent of people, of respondents, noticed that there is a negative impact on local communities related to this over-agglomeration or over-tourism phenomenon. As far as the three cities are concerned in our case study, such as Tropea, Scilla, and Taormina, most of the people weren't so much familiarized with cities such as Tropea and Scilla, while Taormina had the greatest awareness. So they were most familiarized with this city in a percentage of 28%. And what they have noticed as problems in this, let's say, all the agglomerated cities of Italy are related to the impact on public spaces, which was signaled by 32% of the respondents. No free parking, infrastructure limitation, prices rise, also the waste and pollution overcrowding. So all of these people notice that there actually is a negative impact on the local communities, and this affects the satisfaction with the city. And because we speak of satisfaction with the cities and Italian touristic cities especially, is we also this concept of doxy, which we wanted to apply in this analysis, namely it is called in the specialized literature doxys iridex, or irritation index, which somehow measures the satisfaction with the destination. And this satisfaction is structured structured on the 3 levels. So enthusiasm, when everybody is happy to receive tourists and the destination is very thrilled to having tourists. Then there is the second stage, apathy, when you don't care so much. Okay, we have another tourist coming, so it's all the same. It's good. We are going on with our life. But then the second stage is like annoyance or antagonism or aggression. Then there is a problem. It shows that the city are already overcrowded, and the local residents, they are not so happy with tourists arriving in big numbers anymore. Yeah, so they have a reaction to it. What we have found in our study, applying this concept, although there were few respondents, that would be one of the study limitation, there were few respondents who actually are actually residents from these cities. They noticed, all of the people who were asked, they said that they noticed in the cities, to the smaller amount, as I said, the smaller number of respondents said that they noticed this annoyance and antagonism with more tourists into those destinations. So it shows that actually there is a problem related to over tourism, and this case study highlights this issue that we wanted to reveal, that actually some cities are over agglomerated and something should be done, because they notice, most of the people who are asked notice that there is they feel that there is no local involvement related to these overcrowding flows of people to these destinations. So they feel the need that local authorities should do something about it, should react to it, because otherwise it's getting out of hand, out of control. Okay, thank you. This would be in broad lines our study, and yeah, I'm looking forward to having your questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tatar Corina. Thank you so much. And so thank you so much for your intervention. Very interesting and very clearly for everyone. And so, Julia, you can continue, and we can go.
Yes, just the conclusion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Very interesting to have a different point of view and different kindly intervention. Thank you so much.
Okay, just the conclusion. This research highlights a contradiction, no? While tourism generates wealth, it simultaneously weakens social cohesion and deteriorates shared space. We argue that tourism planning must shift from short-term profit to long-term community-based governance. So without such rethinking, having the most beautiful city risk becoming unsustainable, no? So, and thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Julia. Thank you so much, Corina Tatar. And thank you so much. I don't know if there are any question, or if not, you can. Thank you for your interesting intervention, interesting paper, and we can go on with Nargiza. Nargiza is here, and you can show the analysis of factors influencing development of health and wellness tourism in the context of sustainable urban and region development in Uzbekistan. Thank you, Nargiza, to be here, and you can go on. You have 12 minutes. Thank you so much.
Thank you for everyone. And today I am going to talk about one of the main problems of Uzbekistan. It's sustainable tourism. And now I want to share. Sorry. Yes. Strategic development of tourism and hospitality for sustainability in Uzbekistan. So I want to begin with abstract. This study comprehensively analyzed the economic, environmental, and social factors that affect the sustainable development of tourism and hospitality in Uzbekistan. The study conducted of analysis using semi-logarithm regression models based on statistical data for period 2000 and 2033 The results showed that the growth rate of gross domestic product, the use of renewable energy sources, the well-being of the population, the level of use of public transport, and the ecological footprint index have a positive impact on the number of tourists visiting in the country. Uzbekistan is one of the most ancient and culturally rich countries in Central Asia, attracting tourists with its unique architectural monuments, rich historical heritage, and natural beauty. The country's strategic location, the presence of ancient cities as an important center of the Silk Road, and the measures taken in recent years to develop tourism infrastructure are bringing Uzbekistan to an important place in the global tourism market. According to the World Travel and Tourism Council, by 2028, the tourism sector in Uzbekistan is expected to create more than 1.2 million jobs and contribute 6.187 billion to the country's dollars to the country's GDP. At the same time, a significant increase in the number of international tourists in 2023 indicates that the country's tourism potential is growing. However, along with the economical efficient development of tourism, it's important to analyze its environmental and social impacts. The concept of sustainable tourism involves the development of tourism by protecting the environment, taking into account the interests of the local population, and ensuring long-term economic stability. Especially in countries with limited natural resources but high tourism potential, such as Uzbekistan, the development and implementation of a sustainable tourism model is an important strategic direction. This study aims to identify the main factors influencing the formation of sustainable tourism demand in Uzbekistan, analyzing them, including economic, environmental, and social aspects. The results of the study will serve to study the possibilities of ensuring long-term sustainability through the use of renewable energy sources, reducing the ecological footprint, and modernizing infrastructure, which are important for tourism development. So we have somehow literature review. What we have studied, for example, sustainable tourism in a strategical approach aimed at ensuring a balance between people and the environment. And its main goal is harmonize the social, economic, and ecological aspects. Tourism is one of the most important factors of economic development, and its growth has a significant impact on the overall well-being of a country. According to studies conducted based on the gravity model, the economic stability of countries' transport cost and exchange rates directly affect the flow of tourists. At the same time, increasing consumer spending, improving the quality of service, and modernization of tourist facilities also lead to increase in tourism demand. We also take into account climate change and environmental factors are among the main factors affecting the long-term development in tourism. Research shows that rising temperatures and increase in extreme weather events can reduce the attractiveness of tourism in some regions. For example, research conducted in Kazakhstan found that regions with moderate temperature conditions are preferred by tourists. Therefore, environmental protection and reducing carbon emissions are important aspects of sustainable tourism development. The impact of tourism on local culture and infrastructure is also important, involving local communities in tourism development, and increasing their economic benefits is essential for sustainable development. Research shows that tourists tend to use environmentally friendly and socially responsible services. Therefore, the introduction of ecotourism, green hotels, and ecological transport system can help increase tourism demand. Data and methodology. In the study, we use time series data, which includes extensive data from 2000 to 2023, to assess the factors influencing the number of tourists arriving in Uzbekistan. In our study, we construct the following semi-log regression model to assess the factors affecting the number of tourists visiting Uzbekistan. This model serves to assess the relationship between the number of tourists and 20 main independent variables that affect it. The components of the model are explained as follows. LN, tourist arrivals, the number of tourists arriving in Uzbekistan, 1,000 people, a constant value which indicates the initial level of the number of tourists when all independent variables are zero, and XIT, the independent variable in table 1. Taking these aspects into account, the use of natural logarithm in the study ensures the stability and interpretability of the results and simplifies the analysis process. The results obtained using natural logarithm are used to better understand economic relationship and to make effective policies and decisions. We have a variable used in the analysis. It's GDP growth, CIP, CO2, HD, Human Development Index, renewable energy consumption, population using public transport, life quality indexes, forest area, drinking water supply, mountainous area share, water resources, ecological footprint per tourists. So, results and discussions. At the initial stage of the study, we constructed a correlation matrix, figure 1, to further analyze the relationship between the factors under study. This matrix allows us to determine the degree of correlation between the factors. Correlation coefficient of 0.7 or higher indicate that there is a strong relationship between the factors. This can lead to the problem of multicollinearity, which is avoided by analyzing highly correlated independent variables in separate regression equations. Additionally, variables exhibiting strong multicollinearity were carefully renewed and selected based on the theoretical importance and the statistical significance to maintain the accuracy of the regression results. To further ensure reliability of our findings, VIF tests were also performed, confirming that all selected variables fall within acceptable multicollinearity thresholds. Consequently, this approach strengthens the validity and interpretability of the economic analysis conducted in this study. So, we have GDP growth, also what we will take in account. And during the analysis, regression models were built and their results were compared. In each model, independent variables were tested in different combinations and the level of statistical significance was assessed. In addition, the robust standard error method was used in the regression analysis to reduce the problem of heteroscedasticity and stabilize the results. This approach helped ensure the reliability and accuracy of the relationship between variabilities. So, in conclusion, the results of the study showed that independence of economic, environmental, and social factors and their joint importance for the development of sustainable tourism in Uzbekistan. Economic development, especially increasing the well-being of the population and rational use of environmental resources, play a key role in increasing the country's tourist attractiveness. This requires supporting economic growth, a widespread introduction of environmentally friendly technologies, digital innovations, and the development of green tourist infrastructure. However, it was noted during the study that some factors, such as the level of drinking water supply, do not have a significant impact on tourist flows. A more in-depth study in the mechanism of influence of such factors are considered one of the main directions of future research. Also, by continuing the study based on data collected over a long period, it will be possible to develop specific policy recommendations aimed to ensuring sustainability in the tourism sector. Thus, it was noted that a comprehensive strategic approach that combines economic, environmental, and social directions is necessary for the sustainable development of the tourism sector in Uzbekistan. This will help increase the country's competitiveness in the international tourism market, as well as achieve a long-term economic and social prosperity. And also, I would add some acknowledgements. The research undertaken was made possible by the equal scientific involvement of the of the authors concerned, and disclosure of interests. The authors have no competing interests to declare that are relevant to the content of this article. So,
thank you so much, Nargiza, for your interesting presentation. And I don't know if are there any question, please. If aren't any questions, here we can go on. I don't know if Nargiza, you do also the other presentation, or if there is some colleague connected. Nargiza?
Due to the
Because you have two papers.
yes, I am representing the second one. It is the if I'm not
Abdulatif is presenting the other one, or
yes,
yes?
yes.
Abdulatif, can you hear us? Because Abdulatif is connected at the when we started, but we can't hear him. And so started them Ilaria Matta, then Julia, and so I don't know if Abdulatif I can see he's connected, but you can hear us, Abdulatif, because there is the paper analysis of factors.
Yes.
You have the way to contact directly Abdulatif.
Yes, I will now contact him. Yes, I will phone him and say to connect with.
Because I think he can't hear us.
Okay.
Because it result connected, but I call other other times, but yes,
Okay,
we don't have any notice. Thank you, Nargiza. Because if Abdulatif is not hearing us, you can do the presentation also.
Oh, sure, but he wanted to join this meeting.
Of course.
So, I will contact him
can
soon.
do, yes, of course.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You wait some minutes, and so you can say us something, okay?
Thank you
for your collaboration.
Thank you for this meeting, and it was so interesting to hear about other aspects of tourism also, and the theme of over-tourism is also the theme is which I'm interested in, but we are going we are looking into the sustainable development of tourism sector in Uzbekistan, and as you know, we have some problems in ecological aspect in Uzbekistan, such as water supply. We have dry weather, and we have some problems with the weather. We have some issues with the air. We have air polluted. We are a polluted country. So we wanted to solve these problems and to look deeply into this problem. So how and to bring to the table some solutions for how to can we solve this problem. Sorry? Thank you.
Clara, your microphone is off. Clara, your microphone is off.
I'm sorry. Yes, and I think it's very interesting session with very different point of view about over tourism, about this problem of tourism, our manner to control, to improve them, and so it's very big thank you to everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nargiza. Do you have
for your contribution and any question?
No, do you have any notice? Yes, some notice about Abdulatif?
No, I will write him and connect. Now, I will say the answer, okay? 1 minute.
Abdulatif? Abdulatif is connected. Nargisa? Perché lei ha detto lo vuole fare lui, ma si deve
Va bene,
connettere.
aspettiamo, allora aspettiamo.
Vieni, che ci ho fatto intanto. Nargisa? Do you speak with Abdulatif? The microphone.
Yes, I'm talking with him, and he said that he couldn't connect it, but he's trying. So I don't
Because
know how to fix this problem.
I see Abdulatif connected, but the microphone and the camera are off. I don't know if is there or only connection. I don't know.
Yes,
Maybe he can try again the connection.
okay, I will
He
try.
can go out and go on another times. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, I will
I
try.
don't know if Tazian Alam has any suggestion.
Okay.
Tazian Alam can control the connection, please.
I can see him online, but unfortunately, I can't unmute him or talk to him. So,
Yes,
and this is the last session of the conference. We close.
you don't know.
Yeah.
We wait.
Okay.
We wait for Abdulatif. We hope we can hear him. We are here waiting for him. I don't know, Nargiza is off. If
She left.
she's
She left the
she
meeting
left
for a while.
down, yes. I hope she can reach Abdulatif for his communication. And thank you everything for the patients. We are here waiting for him.
Yeah, we will wait for some time.
Yes.
He's the last one to present the paper.
Yes, the
Oh,
last one.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yes, the
Okay,
last
thank you.
one. The other one are okay.
Everybody
Yes,
should know.
yes.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Thank you. It's only the last one. No, thank you for everything, because I think it was very interesting session with many different contribution, many different country, and so I think that many points to investigate.
It was. Thank you also for the presentation and everything that was here. It was very resourceful and many interesting facts, to hear about
Yes.
over tourism in all these different parts of the world, which
Yes, I
for
agree.
sure brings us together in terms of research. That's for sure.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know if we have. Do you have any notice? No, different notice? No.
Aspettiamo un po'.
We wait.
11, ancora un quarto d'ora.
We wait. Yes. And we hope.
Non è venuto. Beh.
Okay, in the meantime, I just wanted to let you know that I will disconnect. Yes, I'm engaged in other activities. Thank you a lot for this wonderful assisting of the session. It has been, as I said, very fruitful. I will disconnect. I don't know if Abdullah will be connecting or not, but I will also have some other engagement for today. Okay, thank you, and all the best with everything and with future research, and moderating this session was great. Thank you. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Corina.
you. Thank you.
Ci ha ringraziato per la sessione, molto interessante, è piaciuta molto, le è piaciuto collaborare al paper, grazie per averla coordinata, grazie di tutto, Corina. Ha detto che aveva altre cose da fare, Corina, carina, e ringraziava tutti che usciva.
Quindi questo al momento non l'ha fatto.
No.
Ma hanno detto, qualcuno ha detto che
No, la cosa strana è questa la gira. Tazi and Alam?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have any notice? No, like us? No.
No.
Because, yes, Nargisa, who is connected before, she's one of the authors of the paper who it's supposed to be shown by Abdulatif.
Okay.
And so she said she was calling Abdulatif, but now we don't have connected Abdulatif and we don't have connected Nargisa. And so I don't know when we can go on. We can wait. I don't know. Do you suggest something? I don't know. Until what time we have the connection? Do you know it?
If you want, we can end now, or we can wait a few more minutes because
Yes, for
Yes,
us,
yes.
yeah,
for us, we can wait. It's not problem. We are asking to you if you have some time to respect, and so for us, it's no problem to wait for them.
okay.
But it's depend. What do you?
I mean, he was the first presenter. It's been really late with the
Because before he was connected,
yes,
and it show his presentation, but we can't hear him,
yes.
and so yes.
Okay, okay. So I don't know. It's confusing because if he doesn't show up, we have to mark him absent. It's already 20 minutes. We've been waiting.
Yes, for
Yeah.
us we can wait because yes, if no we can't put the presentation. It's a pity for them, but
Mhm.
for the reason I ask also to Nargisa if she want to do it, but we wait. It's no problem for us. If for you is not a problem.
Yes, but I think at 12:15 or 12:20 we have the closing ceremony, so
Yes.
we
Okay.
must end. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You do the time. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you very much, Tazin Alam. Tazin is the name.
Yes,
Tazin.
yes.
Tazin. Thank you. And you study in Italy?
No, I work with Professor Chiara.
Okay. Okay.
Chiara Garau?
Chiara
Yes.
Garau? Okay. And you work from there, from Istanbul,
No,
with
I work
Chiara?
from Sardinia, from Cagliari.
Okay. Okay. And you work there in PhD or
No, on
something
a
different?
project. I finished my PhDs, so
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so in urbanism, PhD?
yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. And where are you from?
I'm
Where are
from
you
India.
from?
India,
From India.
Okay.
Wow. Fantastic country. Which city?
Calcutta.
Calcutta. Wow. Wonderful. I don't have been in Calcutta, but I was in India some years ago. I want to come again
Okay,
in
which
the
part?
north, in the Golden Triangle, and
Okay, okay.
in south. Yes, yes,
So you went to Agra, Jaipur,
yes. Fantastic. Yes,
New Delhi.
Jaipur, New Delhi. Yes, yes,
Okay, okay.
yes. For Tamber. Yes, very
Okay.
good. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. I went many years ago with my family,
Oh,
with
lovely.
friends. Yes, but I want to come again with my daughter also. Yes.
So which part
I
do
want.
you want to
I
go next?
also the north with my daughter, but also to yes, I'd like to go to Calcutta also. Yes, it depends. I was some years ago. I wanted to go. I have the program to go, but arrived come si dice, COVID, come si dice COVID?
COVID. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And so we have to stop.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And so, but we have to do. And also the south, in the south only I went to Mumbai.
Okay. Yeah. Mumbai is it's like the
Different
yeah,
city.
it's like the financial capital of India.
Yes.
It's very
Which
busy.
is the city do you prefer, or the part do you prefer?
Calcutta, but I also like Delhi because I have been in Delhi for a couple of years, so
Mm-hmm.
I have a
Yes.
different
And
kind of
Delhi.
attachment to Delhi. So
Yes.
yes, also
Yes.
Delhi.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't see him online.
I don't know if we can reach them in another way. I
Ma
don't
chi è
know.
Gister?
It's
Fellow Gister, do you know? Is
Fellow Gister is I think the main administrative room from here, ICSA.
okay, and so
Who,
we don't have any other person. Giulia Catania, who is
yeah,
who
she's a
shown,
presenter.
yes, the
Yeah.
presentation you have done, and fellow Gister, if is yes, maybe we wait, but I don't know if it's a pity.
Io non ho nessuno con comunicazione.
We
Yeah.
don't have any. Do you have some phone?
No.
Some,
Possiamo aspettare quanto?
I just have the names and their presentation titles. I don't have their emails. I mean,
no,
because Abdul Latif is anyway the 1, 2, 3, 4th author. So
Scrivo
sì.
quello che manca è analysis
of factors influencing the development. Analisi of factor influencing the development of health and wellness. Vabbè, non c'è bisogno di scrivere tutti.
no, scrivono parte analysis
Of factors.
Sorry, Prof. I'm Giulia. But
Hi, Giulia.
do I have to stay for the last presentation since no one is there? Or...
No, if you want, you can go. If you have to do.
Okay. Also, there are another presentation, no?
Maybe yes. We are waiting for the last one, but
Maybe
I don't know.
I can connect with the telephone.
Yes. Don't worry, Giulia.
Okay,
it's not a
so
problem.
I can connect with the telephone and...
Yes, thank you, Giulia.
Okay,
No, thank you for
so
doing the
much.
presentation in the meantime. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
No, thank you so much to you. And we wait some minutes if they arrive. If no, it's a pity. We have to close the session.
Okay, yes, I go out now with the PC and after I go enter with the telephone, okay?
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Giulia. Don't worry.
Allora ho scritto per analisi non può presentare
Perché dobbiamo chiudere. Che vuoi dire?
Che non può presentare, vuole presentare.
Can può intervenire adesso?
For the paper allora, per il paper.
We are waiting. Scrivi, you are waiting for the last paper because we have only a few minutes. Dobbiamo chiudere. How many minutes do we have?
4, but I think we can just end it.
Yes, because we are trying to writing to friends of them.
Okay.
The last opportunity.
Allora, you are waiting
for the last paper. But nobody is connected.
Aspetta.
But, scrivo io. Only few minutes. Can you
No, ma non è
connect?
lui che si deve connettere, no, no, no. Can
Do you
you
know
are no, no, no,
something?
no, aspetta. You are author. Autore, you are for
Perché se no si può connettere qualcun altro del paper, sono in tanti, lo può presentare chiunque.
Noi però, non you.
We are waiting.
No, è proprio il professore, sarebbe il direttore.
We are trying to connect with the other people, they know them. And so the last opportunity, we are trying everything to give them the opportunity to do the presentation.
It's, I think, just one more minute to go before.
Yes. Mm? Io che abbiamo pochissimo, che lei deve chiudere. Thank you also, Tazian, for your patience.
Thank you for chairing this session. I just wish the last one could make it, but I think one person is going to be marked absent.
Risposto.
Forse sta cercando di contattare. È strana questa cosa.
Per una città femminista, perché una città femminista?
Ok.
O di te, sono anche con la posta. Abbiamo scritto 5 minuti.
eliminiamo perché ci sarà un assortimento. Segnati. Finita penna per cosa. Non si vede. Ah, sì.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you, my colleagues?
Fine, thank you. Abdulatif, can you start the presentation?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I am very
No problem, no
with
No
problem,
problem,
no
my
no
problem.
problem.
Спасибо.
We can
Thank
see you, but we can hear you perfectly. Okay.
Hi.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just a
And
moment.
so you have, if Tazin Alam can confirm, we have 12 minutes for you.
Yes.
It's okay, Tazim?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yes, okay.
12
Thank
minutes.
you. And so you can go with the last paper, analysis of factors influencing the development of health and wellness. Tourism in the context of sustainable urban and regional development in Uzbekistan. Okay, Abdul
It's okay.
Latif, you can go on. Please, thank you. You
Thank
can
you.
start.
Thank you. My topic is analysis of factors, influence of development of health and wellness tourism in the context of sustainability, urban and regional development in Uzbekistan. In recent years, health and wellness tourism has become an important part of how cities and regions can develop in a way that is good for the environment and society. This type of tourism combines healthcare service with travel experience. According to the Global World Institute, the global wellness tourism market was valued at 650.7 billion United States dollar in 2022. The GVE anticipates that the market will reach 1.4 trillion United States dollar by 2027. It doesn't only help the economy but also protects the environment and improve the well-being of society. In many countries, wellness tourism is seen as an important source that helps the local economy, supports public health, intensive and creates international cooperation in the medical and hospitality industry. Uzbekistan is a country with great patents for wellness tourism. The country's rich nature resource, healing springs, balneological sanatories, and traditional medicine methods serve as a solid foundation for the development of wellness tourism. However, this sector isn't yet fully developed in Uzbekistan. Identifying the key factor influencing the demand for wellness tourism service is crucial for formulating effective development strategies. This study aimed to analyze the factors influencing the government of growth of wellness tourism in Uzbekistan and assess its role in sustainable regional development. Using the OLS regression model, the impact of factors such as population, income, number and capacity of sanitaries, volume of health service, and the level of domestic and foreign tourism on the demand for wellness tourism in associated. A deep understanding of this relationship provided impact recommendation for state policy, interruption and investor in the development of wellness tourism. The income has high standard deviates from the mean, in indicating a significant change in per part income over time. Similarly, an income range of 285.62 887.4 thousand, indicating a shift in the development for wellness tourism. However, there was a sharp decline in 2020 when the number described to 2085.6, primarily due to the current pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic and the associated travel restrictions. The sector record in the following year research. It is and figure 1. Number of people accommodated is sanitary resort industry and recreate organization in Uzbekistan. Our 2010 and 2023. You can see this graph and understand how is lower and higher prices. We can see that variable domestic tourism and inbound tourism vary significantly. In principle, the number of domestic tourism ranging from 150.2 to 728.5, and inbound tourism range from over these numbers. This variable reflects trends, the tourism demand, potentially influenced by economic conditions, policy change, and influence the development of particularly domestic and inbound tourism. Showed states grows until 2090 before expecting the sharp decline in 2020 due to COVID-19 restriction. Trends: domestic tourism and inbound tourism in Uzbekistan 2010 and 2023. Source: Statistics Agency in Uzbekistan. You can see its graphs. And the result of this study helped to indefinite the main factors influences the development of wellness tourism in Uzbekistan. The result of the research showed that domestic tourism has a great impact on the demand for wellness tourism and inbound tourism. That is the main customer of sanatories and resorts of local travelers because local tourism prefer short distance types. Therefore, to stimulate domestic tourism, it is necessary to implement programs to increase substrate discount for local tourism and transport amenities. At the same time, administration comparing and with facilitation meaningful should be taken to attract international tourism. The result of the study shows that an increase in the income of the population leads to an increase in the demand for wellness tourism. People with high income invest more than their health and are more likely to see sanitary service. Therefore, economic policies aimed at increasing the real income of the population is keenly measured to support the middle income group will help develop wellness tourism. The study shows that increasing the number of new sanitaries and resorts doesn't directly affect the demand for wellness tourism. On the contrary, it is more important and increase the capacity of exit sanitariums and improve the quality of service. Science impacts also note the impacts of adapting sanitariums and development of wellness tourism should be aimed at modernizing existing sanatoriums, improving the quality of service, and introducing innovative medical and health problems. In addition, the integrate of digital health service and wellness programs can increase guest convenience and further stimulate demand for wellness tourism. This study provides empirically based recommendations for the development of wellness tourism, enabling government agents and investors to take scientific sound decisions with the right strategies and targets investment. Uzbekistan can become one of the leading countries in the region in the development of wellness tourism attraction, not only domestic but also international tourists. One of the impact conclusion is that it is more important increasing the capacity and improve the quality of service of sanitaries than to increase the number of sanitaries. Simply building new sanitaries will not lead to an increase in the demand for wellness tourism. On the contrary, modernizing existing infrastructure improves the quality of service and expanding sanitarium capacity can yield more efficiently results. It's my presentation. I try to short. If any questions you can give, I try to ask.
Thank you. Thank you, Abdulatif. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank
Can you
you.
hear us? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. And so if are you finished? No, the conclusion.
Yes, I finish.
Yes, and so thank you so much, Abdul Latif.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good
Good
afternoon
afternoon.
now. Yes, for you, I think that we are
I am glad to see you.
yes, hour later. And thank you so much for your presentation. We have a very good session with many different contributing, and so this is the last one, and so we can thank you, and we can close this session. A big thank you to you. A big thank you to Tazina Lam, who is very patiently and we assist us with this session. And so we
Oh my god. I can't hear anyone. Can we close the session? Yeah, I think we can close the session now. Thank you all.